dropped my volume pedal on the floor, so it won't be in view, but Gilmour does use his volume pedal to apply swells and fade-ins to certain notes throughout this solo, especially this section, starting off with the 4th fret on the 5th string. The next two notes are the 2nd fret on the 5th string, which gets a little fade in also, followed by the 4th fret on the 6th string. The next three notes are all on the 6th string, ascending from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret to the 5th fret, and on the 5th fret there's also a little fade in there. The next three notes are all on the 5th string, from the 2nd fret, which gets a little fade in, to the 4th fret to the 3rd fret, which also gets a little fade in. The next three notes are also on the 5th string, going from the 4th fret to the 6th fret, which gets a little fade in, to the 7th fret, which also gets a little fade in. First thing we do is strike the note at the 7th fret on the 5th string and slide up to the 11th fret without picking that note. And the next four notes are picked: 9th fret on the 4th string to the 11th fret, and then the 9th fret on the 3rd string to the 11th fret. For this next sequence, all of it occurs on the 3rd string, starting off by picking the note at the 11th fret and bending that note up a whole step, simultaneously fading it in with the volume pedal. So first you're bending from F sharp to G sharp, but then you're continuing to push that note up another half step from F sharp to A. Then we slide up to the 18th fret and bend that note up 2.5 steps or 5 half steps or a fourth from this note C sharp, bending it up to this note F sharp. I had to pick the last note before I bent it up, just to carry over some of that sustain. But if you watch the film, you'll notice that Gilmour only picks the first note at the 11th fret. Then I can hear a bit of percussive sound on the bottom open strings. Maybe it's all of them, but I can definitely hear the 4th and the 5th string muted, sort of like this. Then we strike the note at the 9th fret on the 3rd string while fading it in with the volume pedal. Then the next group of notes are picked, which would be the 11th fret on the 4th string down to the 9th fret on the 4th string. I can hear the 9th fret on the 3rd string being picked also, because he's kind of barring it on the 9th fret, and there's a slight bend before going to the 11th fret on the 5th string. Then we strike the 2nd string at about the 5th fret and slide up to the 9th fret without picking that note. Then we pick the 9th fret on the 2nd string, and then the 9th fret on the 1st string. Then we hit the note at the 11th fret on the first string, bend that note up, hit the note again while it's bent, release the note, hit the note again at the 11th fret, and then hit the note at the 9th fret on the second string. The following sequence of notes are picked. We hit the note at the 11th fret on the third string, then the 9th fret on the second string, then the 10th fret on the second string, and that note gets faded in with the volume pedal. Then the 9th fret on the second string, back to the 10th fret on the second string, then the 12th fret on the second string. Then we strike the 12th fret on the second string again, this time bending it up a full step. Then we strike the note at the 12th fret on the second string again and bend it up 2 whole steps, and release the note, and then we hit the note at the 10th fret on the second string, fading it in with the volume pedal at the same time. So here we strike the note at about the 3rd fret on the 4th string and slide up to the 11th fret without picking that note. And then these other notes are picked on the 9th fret of the 3rd string to the 11th fret of the 3rd string. Then at the 11th fret there's 2 whole step bends. Then we strike the note at the 12th fret on the second string, bend up a full step, and while that note is bent up, we hit the note at the 12th fret on the first string, and then we hit the note that's still bent on the 12th fret of the second string. Then on the first string we hit the note at about the 7th fret and slide up to the 12th fret without picking that note. But then we pick the note at the 11th fret, pick the note at the 12th fret, and then pick the note at the 12th fret again and bend it up a whole step. And while the note on the first string at the 12th fret is bent up a whole step, we pick it again, release it, and then pull off to the 11th fret and hit the note at the 11th fret again. Then on the second string we pick the note at the 12th fret twice, and we pick it a third time and push it up a whole step, release it, and then push it up a whole step again. Still on the second string, we pick the note at the 12th fret and push it up 2 whole steps, fading it in the same time with the volume pedal. Then we release it, and still at the 12th fret, we pick that note again on the second string, push it up a full step, and with the volume pedal fade it in twice. And then this next sequence is all on the first string. We pick the 9th fret and then the 11th fret. Then we pick the 12th fret and pull off to the 11th fret and then hammer on to the 12th fret. Then we pick the 14th fret, pull off to the 12th fret and hammer on to the 14th fret. Then we pick the note at the 16th fret twice. Then we pick the note at the 16th fret again, but slide up to the 19th fret without picking that note. and then pick the note at the 19th fret twice. Then we pick the note at the 19th fret and slide up to the 21st fret, and then pick that note 3 times. Then we pick the note at the 21st fret again and bend up a full step. Then we pick the note at the 21st fret 3 times, and then we pick the note at the 17th fret 3 times. Then still at the first string, we pick the note at the 17th fret and slide down to the 16th fret. Then we play the note at the 17th fret on the second string, and then we pick the note at the 16th fret on the third string. Then on the first string we pick the note at the 16th fret, then the 17th fret, then the 16th fret again. Then we pick the note at the 17th fret on the second string, then we pick the note at the 16th fret on the third string. And the last 4 notes of the solo are as follows. We hit the note at the 16th fret on the third string, then we hit the note at the 16th fret on the second string, then we hit the note at the 16th fret on the third string again, but slide up to the 17th fret without playing that note, and then we play the note at the 17th fret on the 6th string and slide out of it to finish.